What's up everyone, Kevin Gallagher here. The number one question I get asked when I meet people in public is, what do you do for a living? How do you make money?
Seriously, what is it that you do? Please.
Okay, seriously, what do you do for a living?
Please. Are you finally gonna tell me exactly what your job is? Please.
And I love the question, and I normally just chuckle and say a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the true inside look into the life of KG here is to say that I have two things going on. One, I work during the day for a company called Forte Investigations and Consulting. Just started that position 2 weeks ago. Then at night,
I'm Batman.
I also have my marketing company. I make websites, I do print and design services, all that, all that creative kind of stuff. And then outside of that, any free time I have, I put into making YouTube videos and content for YouTube. And that's more of just a fun project for me to just do, a creative outlet, take some time away from everything else and spend some time with you. Hi. So that brings me to today. The number one video I ever made, by a landslide, is a PC guy gets a MacBook Pro. And I can tell you, sitting right here behind me, I am a MacBook Pro guy for life. I will always own a MacBook for my day-to-day, for my creative process. There is a difference when you're using it. It's just, that's not the point of this video. Get on topic. The point of this video, the reason you are sitting here right now with me watching, is that we are going to unbox and take a look at the Dell XPS 15. So as I pointed out, I absolutely love MacBook Pro. I've been using MacBook Pro now for 2 years and I love every second of it. So when I had to look for a new work laptop, the first thing I did was go onto Google and just do a search for what are laptops that are comparable to the MacBook. I'm very used to using the two-finger drag. I'm very used to all of those different things, and I wanted a couple, if I'm gonna go to PC, I wanted to get something that was quality, that was similar to, so when I switch from one to the other, it's not this weird, suddenly this weird interface. On the list of every single website, the Dell XPS was there. Now normally, I'm not a Dell fan. Normally when I look at Dell, I look at Dell as if it's like the Bally's Total Fitness of gym, or like the fast food of the computer industry. But in the case of the Dell XPS, the reviews on this thing were absolutely amazing, and what people were saying about being able to just open and close to get it to start up and all of that. So the Dell XPS 15, they have a 13-inch monitor, they also have a 15-inch monitor. And then the screen types that you can get, which we'll talk about in a second, all of that stuff is customizable on this thing. I believe the starting price was around $1,600, and then it kind of goes anywhere up to almost like $3,000. So it could be a very expensive computer, just like Apple. So let's talk about the packaging. When it comes, I love the packaging, first off, Dell. It makes you think of a high-end quality laptop when you get this box in your hand. Little flip tab here, it opens up. Now, I will say, I opened this up already to toy around with it to see what I thought of it. There was also a sleeve on the outside, which I already removed, and then when you open it up, there was also a cover over top of the laptop itself. But as you can see, just looking from the laptop, I went with the frost white color, because I didn't want, I feel like everybody gets black laptops in business, and I wanted something that would stand out. It's a very light silver, and then on the inside, it's white. Everything is white on the inside. Also, when you get into the box, you have your little booklet of paperwork here, and on the outside it says, every little thing is everything. Alright, Dell, that's cute. Inside of here we have basically a breakdown of what is on the computer, what ports are on the computer, and technical specifications, tech specs. And then just, typical other stuff. Looks like there's a companion app you can put on your phone to learn more about it. I laugh at things like this. I'll probably never download that app. Sorry, Dell. That was probably a waste of your money for the most part. Continuing on in the box, you have your charging cord. Which, if you know, one of the things I hate is big bulky charging cords. Laptop companies, Dell, Mac, Asus, Acer, Lenovo, figure out a way to clean this up. It's just so big, and when you're stuffing it in a bag and you've got camera equipment and you've got, you're packing for a business trip, whatever it might be, it just gets in the way. It's annoying. But anyway, I digress. You got your charging cord. And here's something that the XPS comes with that I wish Mac would include in. All Mac people know we have the same pain point. Newer laptops come with lightning ports and USB-C connectors. The world of computers prior to this time period was all USB, HDMI, RGB connectors. So all of your setup in your office doesn't connect to it. So what you have to do with Mac is you go online and you buy what we call a dongle. The Dell XPS comes with the dongle. And look at this thing, man. It is just so slick. Now, do I wish it had some more ports? Yeah, because obviously I have 2 screens and I could hook both of them up. But in this case, I'm only gonna hook up to 1 screen, so it's not that bad. But you have a USB and an HDMI right on the dongle. Tiny, easy to just toss in your bag, doesn't take up much space. I'm so happy that you came with your own dongle. It's just awesome. Now I don't have to sit here and order this and yada yada. It's just a pain in the butt. So let's talk about how many ports are on this laptop itself. So on one side you have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, and they're very similar to what you already, if you are a Mac person, it's very much the exact same setup. It feels the exact same when you're like looking at this laptop. On the other side of the laptop, you've got 3 ports. You got a USB-C, an SD card, and a spot for you to plug in headphones. Now, one thing to note is this is Bluetooth compatible, so you shouldn't need to plug in headphones, but we all know some people don't like wireless Bluetooth headphones. The cool thing is you have an option on here. Now, as you can see, it's a very slim and sleek laptop. It's not thick, it's not heavy, it's easily portable, it's easy to move around. Now let's talk about the display. The display is a 15.6-inch OLED screen, and it's also, I opted for touchscreen. If you want to keep the costs under control on this laptop and you just wanted it for personal use, you can get a 13-inch non-touch screen standard definition and really save a lot of money. And you can see I put a really nice sunset beach background on here so you can see just how clear the screen is. It is very impressive in person. With an 11th gen Intel Core and the RTX GeForce video card, if you like to watch TV and watch Netflix on here, it's gonna look beautiful, it's gonna look amazing. The touchscreen is extremely responsive. It feels like I'm using an iPad. It just is real. I've always been very anti, like I've been good with on other laptops, just, you know, the dragging your fingers around and using that as your touchscreen. It's really cool, and I've actually used it a lot in the last 12 hours using the touchscreen. Now, for those of us who work in the creative space and make videos, I've yet to test out the speaker quality, but I know also it being Bluetooth, you can use, you know, Bluetooth earphones in order, like I use. I have Bluetooth earphones that I use so I can hear everything really crisp. But if you're used to Apple speakers, I've yet to test these yet to see what they're like in comparison. I can't imagine that they're not going to be as quality as the rest of this laptop is. The keyboard and trackpad are very similar to what you're used to if you work in the Mac world. Very flat, low profile keys. They feel like they might be butterfly switches. As well as on the trackpad, it's a 2-finger drag up and down. It's very sleek, very impressive in person. So is this laptop a buy or a don't buy? I'm gonna give the Dell XPS a 7.9 out of 10. It is just shy of being an amazing or great laptop. I've got some more things to test, so that grade might go up over time. As far as a laptop that's going to stand out, look nice, do everything you needed to do professionally, and be under the cost of some of the more expensive laptops out there for creators, I gotta give this a buy. So that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're using a Dell XPS, if you disagree with my grade, tell me why. Tell me what you like about it. Correct me. I love when I get corrected on here. And otherwise, y'all, I hope you have a great day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.